Yes, people, what's going on? We're back on the regular strength, below average levels of entertainment YouTube channel. I'm Tom. Today's Thursday. That can only mean one thing. We're doing some deadlifts. I'm still a little bit sore from them split squats the other day. No one told me about that, did they? Horrendous. So we've got 170 kilo planned for a double. It shouldn't be mentally hard, but with the soreness, I just got to be mindful, really. But I think we'll be all right. Let me get started. We're doing 60, 100, 125, 150, 170. How about that? It's been mega busy at work. It's the start of the busy season. It's kind of caught me off guard a little bit. My mate Mike's been off sick, so I've been hella busy and just like it's been a week and a half, 2 weeks, something, and it's just got to the point where it gets to the end of the day, and you know when you're like, what? So like it's nice to come and do something that I enjoy, that is the same, not just working. So we'll do 5 of these. Go up to 120, 125. Similar warm-up pattern to what I do for everything, 853. As it gets towards a heavier weight on my top set, I'll add another one in between. So, because we're going to 170, instead of, I would normally go like 60, 100, 135, 170, but I want another little jump in the middle because 35 kilo jump up to 170 will be quite a lot for me. So we'll do 3 here, 1 or 2 at 150 and then 2 at 170. Should be plain sailing. Cool. Not sure if I can do a 150 for a double overhand. Should we have a go? Feel like be a bit of a shame to be let down by my grip, but why not? Yeah, strong hands. Right, this is it, the main event, 170 kilo, got 2 reps planned. This is the part where everyone usually turns it off straight after, according to my YouTube analytics. I don't blame you, to be honest. The rest of it's just me moaning about not being asked doing the accessories. So here we go. Let's see if we can make this look all right. Not bad. 180 for a double plan next week. I think we need to be mindful of the volume on Monday's session so we don't come in feeling sore like we are now. But that wasn't too bad. 180 for 2 would be a big achievement because if you've been watching a while, you know I spent a long time stuck on 180 as a PR. Running myself into the ground, trying really hard all the time, but not training smart. Just like hitting it harder and harder every time isn't the way. So like, obviously I could have done a few more reps of that, but for what? More fatigue next week. Right, that went pretty well, all things considered. Not super difficult, which is nice. I wanted, just been feeling really quite confident with the deadlifts. which is nice because I spent a long time not feeling too good, so hopefully that means we can start to progress them a little bit as long as we're sensible. Spend a bit of time building up. So this plan is 9 weeks. This is week 7, is it? No, it can't be. This is week 5, 7, 6. Week 5. Week 5. Next week's week 6. And then we'll start doing our singles. Hopefully at the end we get to pull 200 kilo. Should be a treat for me. Big milestone there. If can add a few kilo every few months till end of year, maybe we could do a 220 or something. That'd be outrageous. But it doesn't feel out of the scope of possibility anymore now that I've figured out not to follow 5-3-1 basically. Sound. I'm going to do 3 sets of 5 on these. Just mindful of the sore ass I've got. Nice. I've got the safety bar squat next, which is a bit concerning because my legs really are quite sore. Mostly my ass, man. I thought I was starting light with 45 kilo on the split squat, but yeah, and then I annihilated myself. I guess it's like doing, what did I do? I did 3 sets of 10 reps. I guess it's like 3 sets of 10 at 90 kilo, but split in half because it was 45 on each leg. But yeah, really sore. More sore than I was anticipating from 3 sets. Should have probably stuck at 2 like was the original plan. Meant to have them again today as well, but like I don't even know if I can do the squats. Oh, I'll do some squats, but we'll see about the split squats. Probably not. Right, we'll do one more of them. Meant to have 4, but whatever. So, a little goal of mine that I've had in mind recently is wouldn't mind doing some sort of a coaching qualification so I can talk to people about training. I talk to people about training all day long. It'd be nice to do it as kind of a job. See if I can learn about coaching, get a qualification, get paid to do the thing that I love doing. Currently doing something that I don't know, it's okay, but it's about time I did something else, I think. I've been doing it for a long while and the job prospects are meagre at best. I've reached the high heights of workshop manager in the past and the pay is essentially the same as someone who just walks through the door and gets a job the next day, you know. So, yeah, I think coaching would be cool. That'd be nice. I do like talking about training. I always second guess myself and feel like I don't know enough, but I guess you never know enough. You never know everything. You should always be learning. And I've helped a lot of people out, just generally. And I think if I gained a bit more knowledge, a bit more confidence, I think it'd be something I'd enjoy. I like helping people. It's quite nice. It's why I do what I do. Like, I'm a bike mechanic. I've been for a long time. I like helping people get the thing back working so they can get back active. It's cool, isn't it? Like, getting people doing stuff. I like doing stuff. And I want you all to like doing stuff as well. it's kind of what the videos are as well. The videos are for, so like the people who have millions of followers, they're all like genetic freaks, on drugs, whatever. I'm just a normal guy, 35, going on 36 in December. I've been training a couple of years, something like that. Probably more, I don't know. But yeah, just showing that like if you put in some effort, train smart, you know, you can do stuff that you didn't really think was possible. Like I never really thought that I could do a 100 kilo bench press. And now we're doing, you know, 15% more than that for reps, 20% more hopefully next week for a double. So that's pretty cool. The deadlift, I think I did a 180 deadlift the first session I ever did on a deadlift, and then never any more than that for ages because I was running those programs that just hammer you in. Now that I've backed off the intensity a bit, I can actually recover. So like my problem is that I cycle to work, I cycle everywhere. I never really recover very well. If you can handle the AMRAPs and the volume and recover well from that, I'm sure it works fine. But for me, I have to be very mindful of fatigue. And if I manage my fatigue well, I can progress the weights pretty comfortably. That 170 we just did was, you know, steady. Probably the best I've ever done, a 170 double. Let's see. I've learned an editing trick where I can put videos in. I did 170 for a double a little while ago. I think it was 2023. And it was crap. So we'll compare that to this one that we've just done. Right here. Yeah, and it's just nice to look back in it. That's another reason for these videos. When I'm 80, I can look at it and be like, he put a lot of effort into that and still wasn't very good. Okay, 5 more of these. Cool. I'll do for our deadlifts, I think. I'll load up some weight on the safety bar, see what we can do. We finished last week at 70 kilo. I think we did 3 sets of 10 with no sleeves, no belt. I'm starting this week at 65 just because my legs are sore. And obviously it'll be fine. And maybe we'll try go up to 80, maybe 90, we'll see. Yeah, I'll stick a few kilo on. If I put a 10 on each side, that's 85. That last one didn't feel too bad. This one should feel okay. Probably not advisable training legs when your legs are already sore, but it's been a few days. I'm not mega sore. I was pretty sore yesterday. Okay, that feels heavier. Cool. Do one more set of them. What do you reckon? Should we put 985 on? Right, we've got 95 loaded up. I have a feeling when I've finished I might want to try and do 100 for 10. But if we do 95 for 10 and it feels alright, maybe we'll do 100. But I want my legs to be crispy fresh for Monday, because I'm trying the 160 double, which I think is going to be a reach. But not impossible. It should be, you know what I mean, I should be able to do it. The 165 at the PR on the last plan, like week 7 or 8 or whenever I did it, that flew. And if we can get 2 of them reps, absolutely no reason why I can't do it. But if I get if the first rep's pretty grindy, I slim chance on the second one. But if it goes smooth, if I can keep it in line, keep focus, and just do it, then I don't see any reason why I couldn't do it. And then the bench, 120 for 2, double of the PR, so that would bode well leading into the final weeks for doing something more. I think, again, that's a big ask, but not impossible. Some of the 120s I've done have looked pretty sweet. And then the deadlift, we're going to do 180 for 2. That's the one that I'm most confident in. I think that was the PR I was stuck at all of last year, all of the year before. So, yeah, feeling pretty good about that one. But now that I've said it, the squat on the bench will work and the deadlift won't move the floor. Right, let's do, what are we doing? 10 reps, 95 kilo. I'll do. Will it do? Yeah, right. We'll do lat pull downs, we'll do some ab crunch, call it a day. Make sure the legs are fresh for next week. Right, a few sets of these. Right, that is us. If you've made it to the end, leave us a comment telling why. If you haven't made it to the end, leave us a comment explaining why. How dare you leave? Right, tomorrow we've got bench press. It's kind of a mess around day at the moment. So we did 100 for 5 last week. Maybe we do 90 for 5 sets of 4. How does that sound? Pretty cool. Right, see you tomorrow. Cheers.